How to get the first date. Okay. So, you went up to a girl, you had enough balls to ask her for a number, and you did get her number, right? And as soon as you got her number, you went home and you messaged her something. You messaged her, hello, how are you? You're ruining what you had. When you go home and message a girl, how are you, just after you got her number, you're destroying the perception she had of you in her head, right? Because then she has like this perception of you, of this super bold, straight guy, right? Like facts and logic guy. When you go home and you message her about how she's feeling, you're blue-pilling yourself. Because then she'll think, oh, he has so much time for me, right? He must not be doing a lot of things in the day, right? Because, he's thinking about me as soon as he gets home. That's how you never get the first date. That's how you end up talking to her for 5 months and then like crying over her for the next year after she ghosts you, even though you were never in a relationship. The thing is that you should never let your mind you should never convince your mind that you're in a relationship if you aren't, right? Because even if you talk with a girl, right, even if you have deep talks with a girl, if you're not in a relationship with her, your mind won't recognize that you're not in a relationship, right? Because your mind, it recognizes emotional connection. It doesn't recognize like a relationship. So it's not like, I'm dating this girl, right? So I'm gonna have a connection with her. If I'm not dating this girl, and even though I have deep talks with her, it's not gonna have an effect on me. It's not like that, right? If you have deep talks and if you have an emotional connection with any girl, it's gonna get built, right? You're gonna have something that's hard to break away from. That's why only have those emotional connections with girls you're dating, right? Or have emotional connections with girls you're planning to, play around with, or I'm not promoting you to play around and stuff, right? But if you are that kind of guy, don't have emotional connections with girls who you're not planning to do anything with, who you're not planning to, who you're planning to friend zone and stuff like that. Wait, give me 1 second. So, how do you actually get the first date, right? The trick is that first thing, it's actually rooted in the cold approach itself, right? The cold approach kind of dictates if you'll get a first date, like the way you cold approach the girl. How will this happen? So, imagine you're on a walk and you see this girl you like in a park, right? And you go up to her and you tell her, hey, I thought you were really cute, could I have your Instagram? Or you do something like that, right? And she says yes. You get her Instagram and you start talking. That's where you lost. As soon as you get the contact, as soon as you get the number, the Instagram, or Facebook if you're old, right? You get out of there. You run. Now, why? This is because if you stay there, right? The longer you stay there, see, the happier you'll feel, but the less mysterious you appear to her. And being mysterious is a big part of cold approaching and dating. It's an attractive trait and you wouldn't want to destroy that. So as soon as you get her number, it's your job to walk away. Say that you're busy, do something. And after you do that, it's very important to just don't message her as soon as you get a number, right? Like 5 minutes after you get a number. Hey. Like imagine that, right? Imagine you meet a new person, right? And you exchange numbers with them and you go home. And as soon as you go home, right? Not even as soon as you go home. As soon as you step away from them, you're like, hey. Like, who does that, bro, right? It's weird. So don't do that. Don't message as soon as you go home, right? Wait, right? Do something, right? Do what you're supposed to do. Go work out if you're supposed to go to the gym. Go meditate, right? Go read a book. And then at the end of the day, when you have time, That's when you message her, and message her specific stuff. Don't just like go ahead like, hey, I thought you were really cute, and don't compliment her again. What you do is that you need to make sure that you never compliment her after that ever again. Like after you compliment her for the first time, right? After you get her number, don't give out compliments that easy. Don't do that. Instead, the first message to her should be, if you can, like, does she want to go out on a date with you? It should be, yo, you want to go out next week? Right? And I did this, right? I did this. And she replied with we'll see. We'll see, that's what she said. And now, most of these black pill guys are going to be like, oh, you got indirectly rejected. Right? And I didn't reply to her at all. I left her on scene. And then a week later came the message, hey, are you free this week? That's the beauty, right? Because if I had messaged her, oh, come on, I would not have gotten a response. That's the key, right? You only message her for logistics. You message her if she wants to go out with you. That's it. You leave it at that. Now, only when she says yes is when you respond. Even if she says no, you do not respond. You do not say thank you or anything like that, right? Only when she says yes is when you say yes, sure, I'm free. Maybe you reschedule or something like that. That's how you get a first date. Stay happy, stay smiling. Mwah.